Hi, I'm Kwabna, and you are watching Big Stone Television. Don't touch that dial.
A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about insanity or madness. And the reason why I'm choosing this topic, ladies and gentlemen, it's a thought that has been lingering in my mind for quite some time as to what percentage of us here in Jamaica are insane and what percentage might have some form of insanity lingering in the background, but we're scared to come forward to say that, hey, something is affecting us. So let's go back to the dictionary, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to find out the true definition of the word insanity. Let's take a look. Insanity, the state of being seriously mentally ill or madness, extreme foolishness or irrationality, folly, idiocy, stupidity, lunacy, madness, silliness, thoughtlessness, absurdity, ridiculous. These are just some of the synonyms that goes with the word insanity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about insanity in Jamaica, we talk about madness, a madman that, or a mad woman. And recently, a couple of incidents came to mind, ladies and gentlemen, that it can be nothing else but sheer insanity that would cause this one person to treat another person in the way that they do. Ladies and gentlemen, recently I was talking to a friend of mine. His name is Ira Collins. I call him Ayaz. And he hails from Georgetown, Guyana. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, someone sent him a video of a domestic dispute that went bad occurring in the Berbice area of Guyana. And it's about a relationship between a man and a woman that went from bad to worse. The woman lives in the United States. She came home and she told her boyfriend that for some reason she cannot continue the relationship. And ladies and gentlemen, I cannot describe what took place to this poor lady in Berbice. But she was butchered. And that's where I'm going to leave that. A young lady, and I'm going to read from one of our newspapers. This happened in the St. Ann Bay area, and I'm saying this is totally madness again. A woman who was shot by a man in St. Anne's Bay Friday evening died while undergoing treatment at the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital Saturday morning. Ophelia Wollaston, a registered nurse from Limehall, St. Anne, was shot at about 6:30 p.m. evening as she shopped at a busy supermarket in St. Anne's Bay. Reports are that Wollaston had gone to the St. Anne's Bay police station earlier to file a report and then left for the supermarket. While at the supermarket, she had an altercation with a man who opened fire at her. The police did not confirm if the man who shot Wollaston was the person she had filed a complaint against. However, speculation are that she had filed a report against him. Wollaston attacker reported handed himself over to the police following the shooting on Friday. Insanity, madness. But I just want to take a point right here, ladies and gentlemen, to discuss a relationship gone bad? And can we associate a relationship gone bad with temporary insanity, or total blown up madness? If a man and a woman are involved in a relationship and somehow either person decided to end the relationship, they're not comfortable, they're not happy, they're not enjoying the relationship anymore, then it's for either person, whether male or female, to simply let that person go. I've experienced this relationship when I was a much younger man. A young lady who said that she doesn't want to further continue the relationship. And of course, I felt disappointed, I felt let down, I felt hurt. And I felt like, it is the end of the world, because that's how you feel when you really and truly care about someone. But after I thought about it long and hard, I said to myself, well, if she doesn't like me the way I want her to like me, guess what? Somebody else out there will. And I'm sure a lot of you out there were involved with relationships and are thinking to do negative things because your partner, whether male or female, rejected you or just flat out don't want to deal with you anymore. Let that relationship go. You don't have to get yourself involved in any form of trouble. But let's get back to the meat of insanity, ladies and gentlemen, and why I personally think some of our Jamaicans are losing it. Let's take a poor person who works for the minimum wage. Let's say the minimum wage is $6,500. That's 6,500 Jamaican dollars a week. And that person has to apply 2 bus routes to go to work to earn that $6,500 a week. And that person has to pay for lunch. And that person has to come home and provide food and light bill and water and so on to take care of his or her family. A monkey money that. And while the same person that they work for, ladies and gentlemen, who makes $2 million a week, take home, go to the same supermarket as the person who makes $6,500 a week, and the same loaf of bread that costs $300 is the same loaf of bread that person that works $6,500 a week have to purchase and pay the same cost. A tin of milk, the same thing, $200. The rich man paid $200, the poor man paid $200. But guess who suffer? The one who's at the bottom of the ladder. And insanity comes in because of a number of reasons. As the health minister mentioned, anxiety and stress. And when you work very hard, ladies and gentlemen, and you try your utmost best to do for your family, and all you get is just nothing in the end results. The least you want to be involved with is a relationship that you're not getting 100% support either. And 100% support doesn't necessarily have to come from a financial standpoint. Support can come from a comforting standpoint, where one, comforts the other in their pain and their peril, and put and turn their hand, make fashion, and put suggestions and ideas to paper, and to see if you can come up with something. Another case of insanity, this happened a couple of weeks ago in the Papin Square area, where a woman looked at her man and says, listen, I just don't want to continue this relationship anymore. And this man took a machete, ladies and gentlemen, and the rest is written in the newspaper. It's so gross, I don't even want to discuss what happened. And even after it was reported that he was shot 2 or 3 times, he kept using that machete. Jamaica, they say about 30% of us are crazy down here. And I somehow tend to believe that, because there's certain things that are being done in this country. And I know poverty doesn't play a big part. It plays a part, but not the biggest part. Because some of the most wealthiest areas, like say Montego Bay, where there's so much money being pumped down here, whether legally or illegally, and people are dying left and right. The last stats that I heard About Montego Bay, it's about 256 people being killed. 6, 7, 8 people being shot at a time. Not to mention Clarendon again. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a level of insanity that is just moving right across the island, and it's affecting our youngsters who are not in a position to even think about it or discuss it, or better yet, recognize the problem that they do understand that they have. And Jamaica, we need to start to work closely now with each other. Pay attention to your friends. Look for signs of depression. Look for signs of anxiety. Look for signs of stress. And if you love and care for your friend that much, you will recognize these signs. As an intellectual mind, you'll recognize these signs and see that, hey, that person needs help. Now, there are some people who they themselves can recognize the sign, but for some reason, because of their job position and so on, they do not want to seek out help until it's too late. Ain't nothing wrong with telling someone that, hey man, I'm depressed, I'm not feeling so well, I need your help, sort me out, I'm hearing voices, you know. And if we can do that and work alongside with each other and try to help in whichever little way you can, be your brother's keeper and so on and so forth, we can help to eliminate to a certain level, to a tolerable level, some of the crime that is happening down here. Because I personally believe Jamaica gone mad sometimes, for real, with some of the things that keep happening over and over again. We have to take a serious look at it. Madness or insanity. You know, what is going on? Are we, some people, mad to a point that they're so numb to the crime and violence that it doesn't mean anything to them? Yeah, right. 1,300 people killed. So what? You know what? Last year was 1,250. 50 more. So what? So a lot of people are so numb. The brain is so numb to the reality of what is happening down there that they just don't care until it actually steps on their doorstep. So I just want to say, Jamaica, look out for each other, man. Love each other. Try your best to work alongside each other and to see if we can stem the flow of this madness. Jamaica, the rest of the world, I do thank you very much, man. I hope you find something insightful in this comment, and just do whatever you think is necessary. Talk amongst ourselves as how best we can save our country from total madness. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you have a great day. Thank you.